The stars hung over the quiet town of Willow Creek like scattered shards of light, their distant glow barely piercing the mist that rolled over the meadows. 11-year-old Noah Cade sat on the edge of a small hill, his old toy robot clutched tightly in his hand. The robot, chipped and weathered, had been his favorite since he was 5, the last birthday gift from his father before he'd gone missing on an off-world mining mission. Every night, Noah came to the hill to talk to the stars, hoping one of them would send a message back. That night, however, something unusual stirred the air. A low hum rippled through the valley, gentle at first but quickly building into a tremor that made the ground shiver. Noah's eyes widened as streaks of blue light carved across the clouds, converging into a single glowing orb that descended slowly toward the forest beyond the creek. He froze. Every warning about meteors and restricted zones flashed through his head, but curiosity overpowered fear. Clutching his robot, he sprinted toward the light. The forest greeted him with silence and the faint smell of burnt ozone. Trees were bent, branches scattered. In the clearing lay a sleek, silver craft no larger than a car, its surface shimmering like liquid metal. From its side, a panel hissed open, releasing a puff of steam. Noah stepped back as a figure emerged, small, fragile, barely the height of his chest. The creature's skin glowed faintly blue, and its eyes were enormous, glistening with tears that shimmered like liquid starlight. It wasn't monstrous or threatening, just lost. "Hey," Noah whispered, lowering his voice. "Are you okay?" The alien tilted its head. Its mouth moved, but the sound that came out was a series of soft chimes. Noah couldn't understand, but something about the tone, sad, trembling, broke his heart. The alien held its small, four-fingered hands close, shivering. Noah looked down at his robot. "You look like you could use a friend." He crouched and placed the toy gently in front of the creature. "This guy's name is Bolt. He helps me when I'm lonely too." The alien blinked, reaching out a trembling hand. Its fingers brushed the toy's metal frame, and for a moment, its glow brightened. A faint hum filled the air as if the toy resonated with the creature's energy. Then, to Noah's shock, the alien smiled, a small, trembling curl of its mouth that seemed to light up the clearing. Noah spent hours there, speaking softly while the alien listened. He told it about Earth, about missing his father, about the loneliness that sometimes felt like a weight on his chest. The alien, though silent, seemed to understand. When dawn painted the sky pink, it touched his arm gently, looked at the toy again, and pointed to the heavens. Then it stepped back into its craft. The ship's hull sealed shut, and with a pulse of blue light, it vanished, leaving behind only a faint warmth in the air and the echo of a child's kindness. Noah thought it was over. He told no one, not his mother, not the neighbors, not even his teacher who noticed his distracted smiles the next day. But something changed. The stars that night looked brighter, as though hundreds of unseen eyes now watched the world below. By morning, Willow Creek wasn't the same. The air buzzed faintly, a deep resonance vibrating in the bones of the earth. Then, without warning, the sky split open. A colossal fleet of shimmering ships appeared above the town, silent, majestic, and unlike anything humanity had ever seen. People screamed. Sirens blared. The military scrambled jets, but before they could even approach, every engine died. The ships hung motionless, emitting a low harmonic hum that silenced everything. Then, a single beam of light struck the field where Noah had stood the night before. From it, a massive figure descended, tall, draped in silver armor that rippled like living liquid. Its eyes glowed the same faint blue as the small aliens. All around the field, townsfolk gathered, trembling. Soldiers took aim but hesitated, unsure if this was invasion or miracle. The being raised its hand. A soft pulse swept through the air, disarming every weapon instantly. Then it spoke, not in words, but directly into their minds. "Your child showed compassion when none was required. He gave light to one of our lost kin. We have come not for war, but for gratitude." Noah stepped forward, his small frame dwarfed by the being's immense presence. "You mean, the little one from last night?" he asked, voice trembling. The alien's expression softened. From behind it, a smaller craft descended. The hatch opened, and out came the same tiny alien, clutching the old toy robot. It ran to Noah, its glow now warm and steady. The crowd gasped as the alien child embraced the human boy. "Because of you," the tall being continued, "our kind has seen what your species can be, not destroyers, not conquerors, but kindred hearts in a vast, lonely universe. We owe your world a debt of peace." Then, in a display that took every breath from the witnesses, the skies lit with thousands of streaks, not weapons, but streams of light. They danced above the atmosphere like auroras, forming symbols in patterns no human could decipher. Every satellite, every global broadcast flickered as alien voices sang in unison, a symphony of thanks broadcast across the planet. The ships remained for only one day. During that time, they repaired damaged ecosystems, purified rivers, and restored forests burnt by decades of neglect. Scientists watched in awe as the air quality improved overnight, as deserts bloomed with color once more. Humanity had never seen such a transformation, all because of a single child's gesture. When the aliens departed, they left a message etched into the sky for a full minute before fading. Kindness echoes beyond worlds. Noah stood in the field long after the lights vanished. The small alien, before leaving, had returned Bolt the robot, but something had changed. Its eyes now glowed faintly blue, humming softly whenever Noah held it. Years passed, and the story of Willow Creek became legend. Governments tried to deny it, scientists debated it, but those who had seen the ships never forgot the sound, the deep, melodic hum that carried both awe and peace. Noah grew up to become an ambassador for Earth's first interstellar program, his name whispered as the boy who changed the stars. He often stood beneath the night sky, clutching that same toy, wondering where his friend was among the constellations. And sometimes, when the wind was right, he could swear he heard the faint echo of those chimes again, the melody of a bond forged between two lonely children on a cold, dark night. Because in the end, it wasn't power, technology, or fear that drew the aliens to Earth, it was a simple act of kindness. One heart recognizing another, across the infinite silence of space. And that small act changed the universe forever.